live, please. Hooray. You're live. There we go. All right. Man, they changed how all this looks. There we go. That's so weird. Oh, is it because the window's smaller? Hold on, let me... No, they changed it. That's so... Okay. Whatever, we love you, YouTube. Ooh, YouTube, you're the best. Trend me. This is an iconic moment in gaming history. This is the beginning of the end of my experience playing the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy for the first time. This is the last part one of me playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy for the first time. Thank you everyone for joining me on this day in gaming history. Oh man. All right. We are back, baby. I'm also, ironically, not coincidentally, very refreshed on the events of the first one because I'm working on some stream highlights for days where I can't stream. So, you know, like, subscribe, donate, consider becoming a member, especially because we're doing a members-only stream for the PlayStation State of Play this Wednesday. That'll be fun. You'll get to see me be a little obnoxious fanboy about whether or not there's going to be Silent Hill news, amongst other things. There's other things that might happen that might be cool. I like looking at the memes on like the subreddit and stuff, and it's just people freaking the hell out. I'm like, it's infectious. But let's focus on the present. But yeah, consider becoming a member, donating if you can. Remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, blah, blah, blah. Just like every video and stream that I do. There's also a link in the description next to my merch store, P.O. Box, all that crap. There's also a link there to a card for social awareness, mental health, crisis lines, Trevor Project resources, things like that. Should you or someone you know need them. Also, friendly reminder to support the crap out of this. Not a lot of people showed up for Phoenix Wright 2, and that I've been told it's sort of the outlier of the three for many people. I did not care for parts of it, but I liked the parts I liked a lot, and those parts mostly involved Edgeworth. But yeah, make some noise, make some numbers, share the links, click, comment, all that stuff if you want more Ace Attorney, because I am now out of Ace Attorney games. And the Apollo Justice trilogy just dropped. Not sponsored. It's $50, so make some GD noise if you want me to keep going. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I don't want this intro to go too long, but I want everyone to get situated, get your water, all that good stuff. I have mine. Again, the second one was very hit or miss, but when it hit hard. The first one is like one of my favorite things. It's been really fun getting to play these and share the experience. Speaking of experience, remember, no spoilers. I know you're gonna get excited. No spoilers. I am not proud enough to not ask for help. I am very okay with asking for help. Can I adjust that? There we go. Focus on your king. There we go. All right, I think we stalled long enough for everyone to get situated, for them to see the tweets and the tumblies and all that stuff. Follow me on social media at the third bill, blah, blah, blah. You get it. All right, let's go. Together, chat. Ready? Everyone, X on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. We're back, baby. She's alive. We're back. Madam Faye, fellow attorney, how do you do? My name's Slippin' Jimmy. We worked in the mailroom together. Also, why is Phoenix wearing necklace from like Claire's? All right, let's go. Play Turnabout Memories. I don't know, chat. Are we ready to start? Time for Bye Attorney. Bye Con. Has anyone told Emma Sky that gay people exist yet? Huff. Huff. R. How did I get into this mess? No, don't show me the killer again. Hey, thank you. Why? Why did I do that? nice scarf, Phoenix. Are you not wearing shoes? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm waiting for Miles Edgeworth to return. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue, shit. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. ... Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Yo, did Phoenix Wright kill a guy? I've been the murderer this whole time. What? It wasn't me. I didn't do it. "5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial." I kind of wish this was her first trial, because then there'd be irony there. April 11th, 411 blaze it. Whew. It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Okay, so I'm Mia. Okay, that's cool. But I'm defending Phoenix? He's never talked about... That's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm not mad. I'm just very confused. Ahem! Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning. In the future, I won't wear red suits anymore. Ah, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed. Let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. And I just realized that the POV for this case won't be my normal speaking voice, so I'm a little nervous too. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. Hi, Marvin Grossberg. I'm at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court, so I'm no prude. Still, you surprised me. What was her first case? Do we know? Did we not go over that yet? Is that a surprise? Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too. I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. What? Had you already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think. Date and time of death, 4/9, blaze it at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Yeah, I'm a bit of a pro Phoenix Wright gamer, so I know where the court record is. Thanks. Of course I have. Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Yes, wearing a mask. Oh my god. Well, that defeated it. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine. No prob. You okay, buddy? Cough, cough, achoo. Oh, wow, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye? Actually, it's Wright. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. Or like the direction, but yeah, like the Wright brothers. Good for you for having a last name slate. It looks like he's suffocating when you can see his lips moving under it. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. King, we stan a king. He dropped something. Thank you, Cheyenne. My doc says this way, I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. And remember to take care of yourselves, please. Canon, in this AU, I'm a doctor. In the Phoenix Wright universe, I never wanted to follow my dreams of entertainment. Instead, I wanted to be a doctor. Be mindful of others and remember to take care of yourselves, please, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise, if you want to, I can save you. Right? That'd be early No, this is like the late 90s, isn't it? No. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 1 takes place in 2016. This is 5 years later. This is 2011. What was hot in 2011? Baby, You Were Born This Way? Yeah. Art Pop hadn't happened yet. they're in, both of them, the bicons that they are in for a big treat. Everyone was in for a big treat. Please, let go of my shirt, cough. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. Oh, and he loves himself, right? That's what the P stand for. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But more on that later. A year? But that trial traumatized me. Oh, shit. Can we get W's in chat to encourage our Bicon queen? But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. Moves like Jagger. You're right. How could I forget? Probably because I blocked it out of my brain. I had to bring in pop songs to a class in musical theater school, and all of mine were too old, and so my teacher made me print out sheet music for Moves Like Jagger. I had to sing it. And it was fun to do the Christina Aguilera part. Enough trauma. Let's go. I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom again. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself. April 11th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom, number 2. Not the big one, I see. Hello? Oh, is it the first tutorial guy, but he has hair? Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Look at him! The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense today is Miss Mia Fee, was it? Fey, yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? You didn't ask Phoenix those questions in the first game, Judge. Now I know why your mother named you that. Does Bill think that's his name? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Fuck yeah, let's go, Queen. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well, oh my god, and he's playing with it. That's where it fell. That's how it fell out. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Nice green suit. Then Mia used her powers to curse his hair. Don't worry. Oh, yeah, curse his hair, chat. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. That man is dead inside and outside, I think. Yeah, the murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was never bullied once. He was a fourth-year student studying, I almost said polyamory, pharmacology. It sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Did the umbrella kill him or the electricity? Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Your reputation for what? Savagery. Your reputation for sagacity Sagacity? Sagacity? Just say he's wise.
Your reputation for is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather
unusual death.
an unusual death.
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit.
You didn't say that to Phoenix Wright in the first game.
I am a genteel man, if you will.
A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Kick his ass.
Perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on.
Static shock. Watching it, of course. Realizing that it would never get a continuation or revival killed him.
Please say you know at least this much.
I'm so sorry. I didn't... Mia, yes you did. Don't let them shake you. Believe in the heart of the cards. I didn't get a chance to read the whole file.
Oh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up.
Ooh.
Now see here. The details of this case are filed under the
Court record.
But you knew that already, didn't you?
The court record. I think I could see that by pressing the R1 button.
All the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good look. Take a good hard look at the data there, and think carefully before you answer, my dear. Sorry, I sounded like the prosecution for a second. Rough day. I'm also nervous.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just press the R1 button here. Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? D's nuts. Oh, that joke's too ahead of its time. Electrocution. Moves like Jagger. What was the hot memeing to do in 2011? I was gonna say probably the original ones. The baby with the fist going like, hell yeah! Killed him with electricity! Second case, annihilate the prosecution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new, super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The ANCAT? Oh, maybe. That was like 2008, 9? Also, the baby doing this pose for that meme is probably almost old enough to vote now. That was early 2000s. It's 2024. That baby can vote. I hope that baby's doing well.
The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why,
motive.
Of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between...
TM that now. It's 2001. Copyrighted. Quickly. Oh my god, that's it. He's Taylor Swift is watching this court proceeding and taking notes.
Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. They both had big reputations. Big reputations.
Bad blood? Sorry. I was a little distracted in my lavender haze. What a cruel summer it was indeed. What do you mean?
Oh, you'll know that song soon and...
Oh wait, Mia Faye dies. Mia Faye never got to make it to the Eras tour. F in the chat.
Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I really don't like this guy's smug attitude and amazing Taylor Swift jokes that aren't at her expense, despite it being 2001.
That's Winston Payne for you. He's one smooth, operator, as Alien Ant Farm said in their cover, if you catch my drift.
I guess he can't say smooth criminal because of the cover being so big right now.
They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know.
Wait, is he a murderer? Why is he allowed to be an attorney? Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood? Yeah, between the victim and the defendant. And this time I would like to see some supporting evidence.
evidence. You know what that means, right? Don't need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record.
Oh, profiles. Yes, yes. Currently has a cold. Dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. Veteran lawyer. Too much confidence. Piece of garbage.
Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Graybeard's face.
Is that his name? Yes, sir. Into old Graybeard's face. Mr. Grossberg. Try to set a better example for the young lady.
Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with the R1 button. So be sure to go over it all.
Now then, let's see what you've got. You're talking a lot. Show me what you've got. And dance. No, that wouldn't be out yet. Oh yeah, it would. 2011. Yeah. High School Musical. All 3 of them are out. Yeah. Believe in yourself in the heart of the cards. What was the cause of bad blood? That's not Miles Edgeworth. Her voice. The reason for the bad blood between the 2 of them was this woman here. Dalia Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow? Clearly she has some part to play in the story. He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants.
Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? The future ace attorney, the defendant himself. Well, Miss Faye. It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent. Right? The defense has no objection. Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. I have experience in court. Before this, I was in a class trial when I was in 3rd grade. Please don't say that on the court record.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh, my name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect. No, he means what you did before you were, arrested. Oh, achoo. They literally based this off my life. I was sneezing so bad in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 1 streams. I was a university student.
Mr. Wright.
Real ones, no. Real ones have caught that reference already.
You understand?
Wait, don't do that. I'm bitsing, but I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. What the fuck did he say? I'm telling you, I was... Alright, no more bits in case it goes for me. Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor.
Mostly hand stuff. That can't seriously be all of it. The Victim and I is an amazing musical. I admit, I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Calm down now. Hamilton hasn't come out yet. I see. So you hardly knew the victim. Knew him, I hardly. Right. Like I said, I'm not a killer. Whew. It looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh? I lost count of how many he's.
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be...
This witness still has to undergo something called
cross-examination.
Cross-examination? He's right. And it's the defense's duty to carry out the
cross-examination.
The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any
contradictions. Contradictions?
If a witness is lying, their statement will
conflict
with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down.
What changed in this society?
As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. Lawyers don't lie in 2011.
What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? Sorry, there's banging music going on right now. That was a lie? A contradiction? Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? I feel God in this courtroom tonight. The victim and I. I had to save my voice. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew this guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. All right, we're going hard tonight, are we? What do I have? He was an art student, but he was inspired at a young age to follow law. He was interested in law from an early age. Okay, so we're gonna press the shit out of this. She's got a good voice. When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened, anyway.
Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence.
Achoo, 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 achoo. Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. A coincidence, huh? I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. You say you found the body, so who called the police? Huh? Achoo, cough, achoo, cough, achoo, cough.
Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Other students?
That's correct. They were, witnesses.
Look at that pose. Oh, and he's balling up his fist. And he's having a drink, and she's calling a cab. One is having a smoke, and he's taking a drag.
Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock.
Only the guilty are surprised by dead bodies. What? Is this true, Mr. Wright? Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body, but I hardly knew the guy to begin with. So, you didn't know his face or even his name, right? Right. Well, no. I mean, so, which is it? Did you know him or not? Achoo, achoo, achoo. Now, see here. You can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day. Well, that's why Edgeworth isn't the prosecutor, because he's sick right now, because Phoenix gave him his cold, or vice versa. Edgeworth gave him that cold, and his symptoms are stronger. Well, I guess I did know his name. News to me. Why didn't he tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly. Pardon? Who is this Dolly person?
Yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dalia Hawthorne. Mostly hand stuff.
Oh, I see. Ah, young love, hand stuff. So bittersweet. But that's all I knew about him. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. What do you mean by British? Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him... Lawyer, I hardly... Perfect stream name. She did the point. Then why would you say that victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Because he heard stuff. Come on, we all talk about our exes at some point with our partners. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dalia makes fun of, right? Dalia makes fun of Miles Edgeworth all the time. Because he's talked about his ex. Anyway, achoo. Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Well, Doctor Who was really big in 2011. It was making a resurgence. Everyone was British. Okay. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean. Yeah, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? Why are you lying bad about nothing? It's true, cross my heart. I swear, I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. We stand Mia Fey for loving salmon. May I ask you something, Miss Fey? Yes, Your Honor. What is it now? Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow? The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag. Everyone knows that. It's 2011. The Olympics are about to happen over there, man. Come on, right? 2012 was the London Olympics? This is why we play Phoenix Wright, is to learn interesting things about the Olympics. Fucking nailed it.
Oh, that was the weird
abstract
one.
Yeah, that was, and it was like the Mary Poppins opener thing. Yeah. Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right? Are you writing Hamilton, sir? As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now?
Yeah, none of the jokes are really landing. The streamer's trying his best.
Mia, there is a contradiction here. Mr. Grossberg.
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business with
Evidence.
I mean...
Okay, Mia, check the court record. Careful. Because of the picture? Yeah, there's no Union Jack on his back. And his profile says nothing about him being British. Just that he's a victim. But of what? Who's to say?
Well, my dear, do you think you could manage on your own from this point?
Yeah, I could. I'm a pro gamer. I believe in myself. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
You mustn't try to bite off more than you could chew, Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you
present
some definitive proof.
Okay, Mia. One more time, from the beginning of his testimony. Or just skip to the end. See, they go to school together, and he used to date his girlfriend, so yeah, I'm sure he's seen him in the stuff he wears. But I think it wants me to bring up that he's not wearing a Union Jack literally in this moment.
Objection!
Let's go. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Back, nice back, Jack. That's how I remember. It's a mnemonic device. Miss Fey, is there some point to this line of... She asked one question, bro. Calm down. Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, he's taking a nap. There's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. God damn. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Shouldn't she be able to tell with the Psylocks? Oh my god. Please forgive me.
Mia, you made our client cry.
Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. Wait, what? What does it stand for, Mia? I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination.
Da-ding.
Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me.
No, this is how we do it. Every time. Stop being an ass.
It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Who's a big fan? What? Aw, man. I really love me knockoff NyQuil from Kroger. That's my personality. Can we get W's in chat for ibuprofen? How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, oh, it was left at the crime scene. I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? At your mother's house.
Wait, that doesn't work.
At my mother's house.
No. Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene.
He stole my over-the-counter drugs. What? What's this? In the victim's hand, it's... Cold Killer X. This Phoenix Wright case is sponsored by Cold Killer X. Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. Bottle of... That was weird.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of,
And he just turns to the camera.
Cold Killer X belongs to, especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
Oh, we do fingerprints here. Hello, Mia.
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so could only have been to identify his... What? His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations.
Order. Order in the court.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record. Crime photo 2 added to the court record. Cold Killer X added to the court record. Sponsored by Cold Killer X.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this?
This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks! My poor hemorrhoids!
TMI, buddy. We're at work. Stop talking about your ass at work. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 o'clock, we split up. I couldn't juggle dating 2 people at once. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously. Achoo, achoo, achoo. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You know what? That's valid. This system's pretty corrupt.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Boing. Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright. Don't tell me any more lies. The truth is, I went because he called me. Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never.
But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
And this Dolly person is...
My, kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart. Mostly hand stuff. Ooh, what was that for, Mia? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of it. Wait, what? I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Why? Jealous? Of whomst? Dalia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. Like, Twilight or The Hunger Games. Pop culture reference for 2011? My granddaughter is really enjoying these YA novels. I almost got her this one 50-something of Grey, but like, she reads enough. So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 245 behind that building. To kiss. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 245? Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was He was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. The sewing pills alchemist. Phoenix. Big brother Phoenix.
An alchemist? I see. Maybe one day we'll get a faithful adaptation of that manga.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange medicines that run on high voltage electricity. Electroshock therapy? What school's allowing that?
Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. Too bad he's dead.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for more details? Timing? So you're absolutely certain that you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure. That's the time class ends. But they're already doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology guys, I know that word. Those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. One of them's making this, like, blue crystal. It, like, wow, feels amazing. Right? 2011. Yeah. People won't get that for a couple more years. It wasn't popular yet. Well, it looks like he's right about the time anyway. Witness, let's go on with your testimony. Let's... Blah, 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 blah. Let's ask the other question. About the department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange medicines that run on high-voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere. High-voltage cables? Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. That's probably what killed him. Can I go home now? The high-voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 o'clock we split up. So what was it you were talking about? You know, guy stuff, pills, kisses. That maybe we should hang out again sometime. On a date. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. But you just... Wait, you just said you were gonna hang out, see him again. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could kiss and make up.
Hot. Achoo, achoo. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. Oh, I believe him. I've been taking cold killer X plus. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the windows open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always, common. Kiwi. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Yeah, my suspicious girlfriend. Will always took one after meals. So I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. That's all I was talking about for several days. I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini... Oh, that sounds nice. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. TM. Ouch! What? Why is she punching and slapping every time he talks about his girlfriend? Oh my god.
Ouch! Why'd you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Shut up. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? He. I knew it was too much work for a little girl. Now is when you fucking punch the nearest person next to you. However, there is what... Can you, like, tell him to stop with the comments? However, there is one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor? How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is... you are correct, Your Honor. So true, King, you dropped this. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? Perhaps he bit off too much? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Can I? We're gonna do it. Slam. Your Honor. Yes, Miss Faye. I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. I liked that very confident smile she had. That would be impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be willing to... It's more of an Edgeworth joke, but I was about to say, be willing to kiss. It's not as fun in this situation. An attorney must be willing to substantiate their arguments with evidence and do the evidence dance. Court was very different 5 years ago. Of course I know that. Actually, I totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. You're talking a lot. Show me what you've got. That's twice now. I'm not proud of me. I am a little. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. I guess the fucking cords behind him? Right? Yes, let's go. The music went out, and you look very proud of me, so thank you. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? But there is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. When I killed someone, I wouldn't use electricity. Ben Franklin taught us not to. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon? The electricity. He was electrocuted. Why is the umbrella there? That's got to be later, right? He's allergic to... He didn't have a space blanket. Not my Phoenix. Not our precious Phoenix. Stealing the blind. Well, naturally, it's right here. Can you get an F in the chat for Better Call Saul not winning a single goddamn Emmy in its whole run? Bob Odenkirk almost died. Exact. And he gets to be a defendant. What a sick joke. I should have stopped him while I had the chance. But you've got to... Well, naturally, it's right here. That's... Tell you what, we hit 10K and I become a pinnacle Phoenix Wright streamer. I will learn the whole chicanery. And I will do it in the character voice of your choice. There we go. That's the goal. 10,000 views, or 10,000 subscribers, or 10,000 members. 10,000 members, and I'll just recite Better Call Saul. Yeah. That's just what we'll do. That's... What is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. That devilish grin. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then, the high voltage cable. Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. To Jesus. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. That's not true. That much is certainly... No, it's not. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. Fingerprints? Oh, like OJ. I guess that's not close enough to... Nah, OJ was like... You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. You mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. Just the forefinger tracing around the chest like so. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. What? Order. That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination.
Stick a fork in us, we're done. My ass is bleeding. Mr. Grossberg.
Yep, there we go.
My hemorrhoids never lie. The show's over, Mia. If the right cheek hurts, it means they're innocent. But if it's all lefty... I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. My left hemorrhoids were aching something fierce.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor, at this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye? Please raise your hand. We haven't gone to the objection hold it phase of court yet. Is that what you want, Mr. Wright? Is he covering for his girlfriend? What a simpy little... He's already... Oh, man. I can't get a hold of Edgeworth. Guess I'll be a lawyer now. And he's going to go to murder. He's going to be convicted of murder for covering for his freaking girlfriend. Da-ding. You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. Sorry, I wasn't distracted at all. But I can't. I just can't say it. Phoenix Wright is indeed a poor bisexual mess. I concur. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Everyone trusts lawyers. Might call me a... Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do. And so do I, Mia Fey. That's why I'll fight for you, Phoenix Wright. Miss Fey, no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end. Bicons look out for bicons. That's how this works. Da-ding.
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Boing, boing, boing. It's like it's my little Pokemon pal up on my head there. Cough, cough. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright. I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further... Cough. I did it. I admit it. What? I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead. What? No. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news for our relationship. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. That girl is poison. Don't talk about her like that. Oh my God, he really did it? Is this an AU? Phoenix Wright killed a guy? Over not Miles Edgeworth? What you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please, give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fey? I believe in you. Oh, thank you? I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the... Oh my God, the Harlem Shake. Era specific, right? Harlem Shake. Wow. Topical. Let's go, 2011. They did their research. Okay, Capcom. Okay. Apology accepted for the like 50% horrible rush job that was the second game. Apology accepted. We're back now. Feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. No, nothing. No one. When I pushed the victim. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. Hello, Dolly is my favorite musical. He insisted it's the worst part of Wally. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just laying there, dead. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He never knew. He never knew that everything was falling through. He lost the argument and cable card. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that. She was on his mind, everyone knows. So stupid. Remember to like, donate, become a member, subscribe, share the links, leave a comment, especially if you want Apollo Justice. A simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a light rain had begun falling. Rain on me, tsunami. Lady Gaga's also in the audience, writing shit down. Write that down. A light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there wasn't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Miss Faye, that's the man who's going to solve your murder. Crazy, right? Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. When I pushed a victim. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. So what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. Not in the fun way. Like, not in the fun way. Is that all? Yep. Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself. Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him a looks like shovel. Because I didn't register the period under the exclamation point. I lost my temper and gave him a shovel. Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail? That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. And shoved him. Good God. The lack of animation. He's in the same position. I struck so fast, you couldn't even see it. It's like Dragon Ball. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. Turns out I am the One Punch Man. Write that down. And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen? Right. There was nothing like that at all. But is it possible that you merely overlooked it? Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you. Like, something's wrong with me today. Cheap ass hat. Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt. I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. It sounded like a bang. And then someone said, "He's been shot." A loud noise. And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. That's gross and not how it works. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on dangerous ground here. More details. He's already been
they're gonna call him guilty any second now.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack.
Aha! Could it have been... Yes, could it have been... Hurry up and tell us.
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. That's also in the photo. He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, eh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail. Kind of like me, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Fay, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Well...
Yeah, it's important?
Yes?
This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for.
Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital.
I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
I love you, Mia Fey. Ah, how perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy...
Fuck you. Oh my god, the third Bill X Mia Fey fanfiction is still back on. She's alive in this game. Let's fucking go.
How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. Not like this full head of hair I've got. It'll last forever.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. And he was found not on his umbrella. So the shove didn't kill him. Would I present it there then? He fell down on top of his umbrella, but then I bring up the picture? I'll press it first. So Mr. Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella, and you are certain of this? Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing the sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. It's laced with a poison. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love.
Oh, my stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia.
Is she just against affection, or is this their way of like, oh yeah, they would have totally gone out if she wasn't tragically killed in case number 2 of game number 1? There's a reality where Mia, Phoenix, and Edgeworth are all in a throuple together, taking care of Maya, having a ranch house full of dogs and horses, doing pro bono work on the side for clients who need it, changing the system from within. But we couldn't unlock that ending. I'm so sorry. Continue on with your testimony, witness. So do I present the picture? Let's go. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on. If I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's argument earlier. Let's go, Queen. Look at her.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella, Ella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
No!
Order! Order! The victim, he moved. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? That was good. That was nice.
Well, it was collected. It was collected by the police at the crime scene.
Oh, his pompadour is losing its muster. I want it presented as evidence immediately.
Umbrella added to the court record.
Sup, I'll be testifying. I'm the umbrella.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
But
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No!
And then he turned into a werewolf. That was the thing in 2011. I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
Oh, Phoenix's testimony. The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. Okay, sick. Well done, Mia. Hee hee hee. Hee 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 hee. Hee 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 hee. Hee 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 hee.
Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems like I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Oh my god, in this game, the prosecution can also cross-examine? Let me guess. You have another witness. I can sense it in the banging music. Shit's going down. That's my favorite track on the Phoenix Wright OST. It's going down. Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. Don't make me read a big-ass word while I'm grooving. You're disrupting the vibe? Am I right, besties? Chat? So true, besties? So based? Peak? I've got that riz?
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dalia Hawthorne.
Dalia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover, mostly hand stuff, is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
Why did you not mention that, Phoenix Wright? I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Yes, I am breaking bad left and right. Let's go, Queen. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? She's my ex, too. Dun, dun, dun. And she is indeed a bad girl. Dun, 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 dun.
I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. And then a 20-year recession. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dalia Hawthorne.
Usually by now the tutorial levels are, like, done. Phoenix Simp. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So I guess I could start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Oh my god, it's an actual doll, and Phoenix Wright is in like a Lars and the Real Girl situation. That was like late 2000s, right? Lars and the Real Girl? That's when I watched it, at least. So it was new to me in 2011. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. Mostly hand stuff. That's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Dalia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem.
Dolly likes all my videos and streams, and she donates, and she's a channel member. That's parasocial as fuck. This plug backfired. Just like, subscribe, donate, become a member, please, if you can. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. That's a red flag. Oh my god. What is that necklace? Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, art's my real passion. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave it to you, didn't she? Da-ding. She gave me this the day we met as a symbol of our love. It kind of smells like poison. I've been covering it. It's laced with drugs. I've been muling for her, unknowingly committing all these crimes for her. She gave me this the day we met as a symbol of our love. Why am I doing a voice for Phoenix Wright? This is weird. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this and get your fingerprints all over it. Right? Sus. She's sus as fuck. Back me up, chat, without spoiling anything. I want you to carry this.
She gave it to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, all right. If you were with me, you'd be getting a keg. Icon, queen, the best, Stan, Bicon. It makes me so happy I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Phoenix, a small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. Something's in there. Oh my god, please. You told me there's no such thing as girls giving guys Kingdom Hearts merch. Dolly's present borrowed from Phoenix Wright. Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Don't let people see us hold hands. Make sure people see us at dinner between 12 to 3:30. If anyone asks, I was at your house last night. Don't ask me how I do my business. His name is Jesse Pinkman, and he's just helping me. Please give it back now. Phoenix. Red flag Phoenix.
What a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
Oh, she really did give it to him and then asked for it back? Or did he just take it? We've all been different people in college trying to figure things out. Phoenix Wright definitely has the, haha, I like you, so I took your hat energy. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dalia Hawthorne 8 months ago, a serial killer was strangling people with a necklace. It wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping. Let's see. She fucking killed someone, and I've been wearing the murder weapon around my neck.
That's hot.
It's not unhot. Murder in the courthouse. Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that.
Also, why do you carry that around with you?
Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this
Oh.
You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
The DL6 incident. Newspaper clipping added to the court record. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look at the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I just want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Burp. Well, it looks like recess is about over. I gotta return the Foursquare ball. We'd better all get moving.
I guess so. I liked how bass heavy that got for a second there. The fucking music is amazing so far. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. It was like 5. Don't bully me. I'm a little... That's new. I'm a little nervous about saving over. I think I'll be fine. I've been doing some trophy getting from the first 2 games while I've been waiting for footage to import and the like. I think we'll be fine. Turnabout memories. Chain of turnabout memories. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
Then this next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dalia Hawthorne to the stand.
Like, what's with the stiff silence? Yeah, she's not really my type. Her vibe is very off. In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Bro, I can't believe he actually said that.
Now then, witness, could you please state your full name?
Maybe it's because we went over way too many red flags before we met her. She scares me. Chat, I'm terrified. Oh, shit. Fuck. Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them into pieces. That is my last resort. Right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gavel and my axe. I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming my nerves. You were all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all.
It was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
My name is Dalia Hawthorne. I'm a junior
at Literature Club. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica.
I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Every day, I imagine a future where I can be with you.
The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. What, my wife isn't watching this one? Well, we know whose Mia Fey. We know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. In 2011, Mia Fey. Sick reference, my guy. GG. Can we get a pog? That was the most poggers pop culture reference I've ever seen in one of these games. Let's fucking go.
Sir? Is there something I can help you with? I have some milkshakes for you if you'd like. They're in my yard.
You just go on and say whatever is on your mind.
I'm sure there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't...
Feeny? Somewhere, somehow, Miles Edgeworth just threw up a little bit in his mouth. Feeny wouldn't... Huh.
Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes. I can see why you say that. She's going to be a tough witness, all right. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. But can she slam a desk like Mia Fey can? I think not. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. I'm waiting for like the creepypasta, like sudden horrific image to like jump out at me. Does that make sense?
I had been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Mostly hand stuff. Feeney and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then, suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeney noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
She's the murderer, everybody. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Oh my God.
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Oh, fuck. Please, tell us the truth. But I would never... Bitch.
That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Teehee. You haven't changed a
bit. They used to date. Please.
Mia Fey.
Or no, Mia would Mia? Oh fuck! What was it in Rise from the Ashes? Lana Skye spent a lot of time with Mia when she was an intern, when she was in law school. All right, we need to map out the timeline here. Dot, dot, dot.
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We love seeing queer women supporting queer women. We also love seeing queer women hold other queer women accountable. Let's fucking go. I want to see some fucking rainbows and vibes in the chat. Let's fucking go. Yes, we've met before. Once. Mostly hand stuff. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. Toxic Yuri, that's what I'm thinking of. Thank you.
It's good to see you again, Madam Fey.
Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girly. I went like my normal ass voice. What I witnessed. I had planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Mostly hand stuff. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building?
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese...
I'm so sorry, Japan.
Japanese Senryu poetry.
Oh ho ho! How wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes? It is snowing on Mount Fuji. That's a haiku, right? That's haiku? It is snowing on Mount Fuji. Yeah. Or, oh fuck, what is it? It was like a mnemonic tool to remember how to do a haiku. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. Yeah, that's the 7 syllables. It's been a while since I just know how to haiku. So, satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do when a man reaches this age. Sleep is his best friend.
Did you just tell him to die in a haiku? That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. Please update your testimony to reflect this back area. When I went to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. How else would you enter? Teleportation? So who is this Dougie? So who is this Dougie person?
Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about, my last murder? 8 months ago.
So what were Dougie, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How can you... Oh, my... Ma'am, nuh-uh. Okay. Maybe it's because I had a little sister. Turning on the waterworks when a conversation needs to go a certain way is a huge, like, pressure point for me. Fuck you.
How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Why am I being demonized here? I thought I said demonetized. Speaking of being worried of demonetization, remember to like, subscribe, become a member, or donate. Please, go on. What did you see next? Especially if you want to hang out with me during the PlayStation State of Play tomorrow, that's going to be a members-only stream. And if there's Silent Hill news, I will shit myself. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Yes.
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie. Well, except hand stuff.
If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. Oh, fuck. Contradiction? I think? Well, how did he fall then? Oh no, she's lying because he did push her. Yeah. Time to introduce you to my favorite new metal band, Contradiction. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we?
What? I would never.
Miss Faye, I will not allow you to badger this witness. She's too hot. I believe the defense is engaging in a fishing expedition.
God, she's pissed. You motherfucker. It's also the side bang over one eye. Peak 2010s.
That is, she has no supporting
Kill.
But please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim.
What?
There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. Something come out. I got nothing. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will, if you don't mind. I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Um,
Okay, you're majoring in literature and you start with, actually.
actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either.
Okay, I didn't see the moment he pushed. Is that important? You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
Ah, that poor kid. Rest in peace.
Yes, that's right.
Well, if it was added, there has to be something to... I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. What? Then why was that added to the thing? I didn't hear anything unusual. Let's fucking go. Boom! You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct?
Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. What a nice day, yeah? I then looked around and saw there was no pain there. That's my haiku. Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me.
Let's fucking go.
That's nice, but I find that a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well?
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
What the fuck? But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a, good God, like a snap. I am inevitable. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer? But by all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time. You know, let the bodies hit the floor. Things of such nature. Moves like Jagger.
Headphones? I also like headphones. I mean, you mean that both your ears were covered?
The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. This is the year Thor came out, so sick reference. Also lit major, but yeah. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning. Very, very frightening. Huh. Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put my headphones on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony. After all.
Wait a sec, Mia. The testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. That there was lightning, because he was electrocuted? Slam! Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Yes. What about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity. Yeah, Mia, I'll take over here. I was in my 3rd grade play about electricity. I was the scientist, so I was the lead. I don't remember shit, but I had to memorize a lot of lines real fast. Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Huh. I guess? Why make this go on for longer than an hour if it was just a freak accident? I must admit, the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered, but that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt. Did Bolt come out? Yeah, that was like 2009. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? All right, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty now.
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fay.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We find that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Payne. Well, what is this evidence?
This affidavit.
Who is this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students.
Oh, it's a weird burp.
Doug and Phoenix were only doing hand stuff behind the building. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
What? Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying the equipment lost power because... Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable.
Yes, shoving people is part of hand stuff if it's consensual.
The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m., which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
Okay. However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Yummy water. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
Your Honor. Shit. I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? The umbrella? Yeah, broken near an electrical pole? I'm gonna say the umbrella.
This is it. This is why the cable snapped.
Well, Your Honor.
Fuck. I believe that the only thing that is snapped in the mind is the mind of the defense.
That was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor.
What?
That was harsh. Fuck. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Doug? Is it a person? You just like leaned forward so aggressively. Was it her? Oh, are we just gonna blame her? Is that what this is? Phoenix? What did he do? You're not giving me a yes or a no. Stop staring at me. Did I do good? I did good. Okay, cool.
Nailed it.
Your Honor, please think back to... I really want to... In a perfect world where we have, you know, more members, donations, views, and all that crap, I want to have, like, a studio set up where, like, you have, like, your own camera and microphone. Because, like, sometimes, like, you'll just, like, you're clearly reading a walkthrough or something, or you know what the answer is, and you'll just kind of lean forward. And it's, like, the most, like, did you get to that part yet? Like, it's, like, perfect. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. The defendant's testimony. He said that after he pushed, oh my God, after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds right. Haha. Phoenix, get it? Trials and Tribulations. Wait, are you saying that the lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline? In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
What? I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted. Wouldn't that still be Phoenix's fault? I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all.
The victim was shoved into the far pole. Oh my god, hi Mia. I'm in her head. I live here rent free. Then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. Ah! In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order in the court. The lamentations of my enemy, how I've longed to hear them. It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have...
Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something?
No.
The
Madam Attorney.
The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different, and I remember them.
What the...
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge?
No. Of course, it's all right. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. I'll shred this one right now. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. That show hasn't even come out yet. Or the game. What I Witnessed Part 2.
The truth is, Feeney pushed him.
Why do you have such a problem with my man?
The truth is, Feeney pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Feeney caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping, and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute.
All right, time to throw the picture of the watch at you. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeney, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Something's wrong with our society. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination. She needs to be put in the same specialty prison as April May, guarded by our top Arrow Ace security guards. Right? Yeah, April May was the wink. Right? Yeah. What I Witnessed Part 2. I'm going to go straight to the this all happened within a minute thing. It all occurred in less than a minute. And then object with the crime photo, right? Objection! Let's go! That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeney likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It's in red. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point is, Miss Fay. Okay. I don't know how to say this without being reductive to two female characters, one of whom I support as a bicon. In what world are people ignoring and treating Mia Fey like crap and fawning over Miss Indoor Parasol? Can I just throw that out there? She seems way too, mean and high maintenance, passive aggressive-y. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a Mia Fey stan. I don't get it. Is that just it? Am I just a Mia Fey stan? Do I stand too aggressively? My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? They're intimidated by her. Is it power? Is that what it is? Chat, is this the patriarchy? The answer is very much uncomfy. Oh, no, really? Mia Fey girl boss too hard for them. So true.
But like, right, like I don't want to be reductive to like, oh, two lady characters, they must be competing for who's the hottest one in the room, blah, 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 blah. But like, that's really how it comes across. Like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. The music changes and everyone's like, shut up, Miss Mia Fey. Madam Attorney, my ass.
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55.
Is that too loud? I'm sorry.
Would you care to explain to the court,
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dalia Hawthorne? What exactly happened during this 10-minute interval?
the defense proposes that it was during the interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. Sorry.
Order in the court.
This is nonsense. The real murderer.
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
Your mother. There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer? The judge. Larry Butts. Miss Fey, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer? Ahem. It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready. Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Fey. Now then, Miss Fey, let's have it. Who is the real killer? The pills! It's fucking right. Right? I'm about to accuse a 20-year-old literature club president of murder. It's Monica. She worked alone. Just Monica. It could only have been you, Dalia Hawthorne.
What? How can you?
The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? You were not the one wearing sneakers. You're the cheer captain. Stop trying to claim Taylor Swift as yours. As they fought. I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you. Or were they just your pawns? Order. Miss Fey. What? I mean, why? That is to say, Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. The butterflies are like, oh shit.
How can you say something so mean, Madam Fey? I didn't do anything.
The butterflies are like, we'll get the burn book.
Mia Fey is a fugly slut.
Right? That's the line, right? Yeah, I was going to say, before I misquote this and someone's like, whoa, I just showed up to this stream. I thought this is where you go if you were one of the #1 Mia Fey stans in the world.
Phoenix Wright made out with a hot dog. That was one time.
How can you say something so mean, Madam Fey? I didn't do anything. Except kill a few guys. And hand stuff.
Oh my god. Let's go. His first hold it. Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. It's better to burn out than fade away. What? You're reading ahead. Stop. Oh, he's gonna simp for you. What is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now. Phoenix Wright. It's understandable if this is like, Edgeworth, like your soulmate. Oh no, your soulmate is Mia. It'd be one thing if this was the love of your life, Edgeworth. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. She says it hurts if she does anything more than hand stuff. Phoenix Wright, you simpy fuck.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man.
With pleasure.
Edgeworth,
Yeah, I do this while I'm raising money for law school. Leave my Dolly alone. That boy.
He's gotten himself in way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back.
It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. Get it? Phoenix. Nick kind of fits in Phoenix. They're gonna call him Nick, I swear to God. Mark my words, Mia Fey. I found the police report on that incident, you newspaper clipping.
Cool. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
You'd better take a good look at it.
Wait, hold on. I want to... You're coming with me, pal. It's Gumshoe. Before he became a detective, he was a bailiff.
It, details how you came...
What?
It, details how you came to lose your boyfriend.
now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
F in the chat for Mia Fey's boyfriend? My dead anime girlfriend lost a boyfriend? Not emotional, or emotional, not clickbait?
Well, really, Your Honor,
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. Prosecutor, I hardly. Go right ahead.
Madam Fay, Madam Fay, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes, I am. God damn, go off. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, just hand stuff, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry, please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny.
Then call him by his fucking name. Right. I'm going back to Edgeworth as a part-time bailiff, and his fist is just clenched furiously while this case is going on.
I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear. Ooh. I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
Did she also kill Mia's boyfriend? Does she just kill dudes? This isn't the answer. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Accidentally in love, my ass. Mia's fatal flaw is that she'll never watch Shrek 2. Fly High Queen, you would have loved Shrek 2.
For real.
And Puss in Boots 2. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dalia Hawthorne.
Further testimony? What about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I'm just reading the articles. Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason.
Very well, then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge. I love daddies.
Great for Get ready for the battle of your life, Dalia Hawthorne. Kids, it's time I told you the story. How I met your Feeny.
I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
What the hell? We're so lovey-dovey we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Edgeworth the bailiff is silencing him. Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the days of my youth.
No one stopped saying go get her. None of those words have left the modern lexicon.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, I'm walking here with a sarsaparilla. As we used to say in the days of my youth, I got that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that.
I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet. My heart skipped a beat. That's it? What a shitty story. So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow?
Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself.
No, not at all. As the third bill says, we slut celebrate here. There is no shame. Look at me. I'm in... King, let's fucking go. How many lovers have you had, sir? Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. That's what you want a judge to say when you're accused of murder. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Oh, that's right. I've read your fucking Game Rant reviews. Maybe you should look for a different line of work.
Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct
Does he?
That's why some people always call him the Great Jagini.
Ladies, gentlemen, and theys, please welcome to the stage, Genie.
It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse.
The courthouse reading room, that's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. He was gonna paint the new laws.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
Well, I was usurping the president of the club. This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you, this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case. I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. Better tread carefully. Keep pressing. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. And stuff, mostly. I had come to this courthouse to do a research project for a paper I was reading.
What? You were writing a paper on what?
On the relationship between modern
Sorry, Japan.
modern Senryu poetry and the criminal underworld.
Oh, that sounds like a fascinating research idea.
Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten.
But you can't rhyme forgotten with forgotten. Get out of here. Again with the midlife crisis stuff.
Mia, why did that girl really come to the courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear, so be sure to read it carefully.
Oh my god, I didn't say anything. Oh, check it. District Courthouse Cafeteria, daytime for Diego Armando, 28. Mia. Occupation lawyer. Suspect Dalia Hawthorne. Armando ingested poison. While interviewing the suspect regarding another case, traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Poison from the necklace. Let's fucking go. I'd come to the courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. Yeah, about how you were accused of... Let's go. Dab on that courthouse table desk thing. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here because you fucking killed my boyfriend? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Fay?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dalia Hawthorne.
What?
Dalia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dalia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. I feel like we should have opened with that. Order. Order! This is unbelievable. It's true then. The loveliest rose can have thorns.
Miss Fay, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not...
Mr. Prosecutor, shut the fuck up.
I believe I was speaking. You know what? Good for you. As much as I don't like you, good for you.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Go. Pardon me, milady. Go right ahead.
Goes on. I was trying to think of
and here's why the Barbie movie was up for adapted screenplay, not original screenplay. You see, actually...
I was trying to think of something.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Mostly hand stuff.
Expressed some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see. Okay. I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive.
Well done, Mia. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart, in my buttocks.
Don't say that to your fucking employee.
I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids.
I want that on my epitaph.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. I don't even know how to read.
Why do you know I guess the court case, but you know a lot about this poison you didn't touch. So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger than yesterday? Nothing but a mile away.
Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear.
Aura hasn't come out yet, Grossberg.
That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing.
I'm kind of combining everyone's voices, and I apologize for that. Everyone's high-pitched here. The poisoning. I meant the lawyer was poisoned to discuss something. What? What were you talking about with the defense attorney?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case.
the lawyer that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger.
What? How many people have you killed? Why don't you tell us all what that incident was?
That has absolutely nothing to do with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you. Phoenix, you heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady. Why, I'd bet a million bajillion members to Bill Chill Gaming that the two of you will end up together for sure.
Oh, Feeny, please. Please shut the fuck up.
These two really are making me ill, albeit for decidedly different reasons.
I left my seat for just a moment. That's when it happened.
How long were you gone?
I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes.
And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet? What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop. Phoenix? I mean, I joked about the same thing in college, but I really didn't think girls didn't poop. You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Women do not shit. Slam. Case dismissed. You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time.
Oh, Feeny, please, don't ever talk about my shit again. My bowels are not the public's business.
The police have already looked into this whole matter.
Phoenix Wright became a lawyer so he could visit his girlfriend in jail who he thinks didn't break up with her.
The police have already looked into this whole matter. This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time.
Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony.
From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal, just 2 teaspoons.
About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? A teaspoon, but a second time. Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drop says it's 1/2 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. So it's about 2/3 of that. Wait, what? Is a teaspoon really like less than an ounce? I guess that makes sense. I guess I'm picturing actual spoons instead of like measuring spoons, you know? But yeah, I guess.
The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there.
A special kind of poison? How so?
Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh, and where would something like that come from?
In my house. I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. He said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? Very well. That's quite impressive. Most impressive. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that?
So you see, I'm innocent. I don't even know where to get a poison like that.
The butterflies. Test the butterflies for poison. And that's the reason why they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you've gotten the poison?
I think that's good enough reason, Madam Faye.
She's right, and I think we've all had enough of Miss Faye's questions.
So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison.
And all we have to do is find a way to establish. All we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some. What? I think I know what they mean. I think, objection, the necklace could have had the poison, but it sounds to me like where she obtained it to put in the necklace. You know? Great. And just how did a lit student get a hold of poison of all things?
I met the lawyer who was poisoning you.
Right? Yeah, they're getting at the vessel, but it sounds like they're talking about the origin of the poison, right? Oh. The pharmacology student, Doug Swallow, was her accomplice. Thank you for the hint. Profile versus evidence is a huge help. Thank you. You would know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? You mean... Oh, right, he's dead. Whew. Still in the game, boys. You mean the victim, Doug Swallow. Damn. Rip. That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology.
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at this very table. You! Bing, bing, bing. No, that's 2008.
No.
Order. Could it be?
That's nothing but a bold... May I say something, Madam Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. And there's no way my butterflies could have carried it. Container, I hardly...
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report.
Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law, and I only do hand stuff, as has been placed on the record many times. If you're saying that I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof.
But proof? But I'm a lawyer. She got me good with that. Provide some evidence or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye.
Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
The police conducted a full-body search of Dalia and of the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it? Now I present the Claire's necklace. Right, or it's more of a Hot Topic kind of vibe. Please tell me you could buy this. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave... Huh? That fucking sucks. Boo. Boo, Capcom. No one wants to take my money. Fucking Disney doesn't want more Owl House or Owl House books or fucking DVDs or Infinity Train DVDs. Companies don't want to take my money. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. It's a shame you can't just fucking buy it, especially at the time. Are you kidding me? Like when did the third one come out? 2008? 9? 4? Never mind. Nerd jewelry probably wasn't on any company's mind at the time. But come on, guys. This is the HD remake trilogy. love this shit. You can't see the light. There we go. I was trying to make it look like I was holding a... Anyway, that's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. Why, if I could put time in the... So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
Dance? The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago, August 27, the same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle, but I wouldn't lick it. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
Should have thrown it. I get 2004. Yeah, should have thrown it in the ocean. Order. Order in the court. Phoenix, sit the fuck down. You can't object in this court. On behalf of Dolly, I object.
Mr. Wright, control yourself.
I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, that better be the only time I say your name, young man. I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Phoenix Wright lost the power of self-respect. Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love? I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dalia Hawthorne want...
Mia Faye, don't break him down.
She broke him down and then shaped him into her image.
She made him the perfect attorney. She was Team Wrightworth this whole time. She knew everything that was going to happen.
What exactly would a woman like Dalia Hawthorne want to date? Why exactly would a woman like Dalia Hawthorne want to date you anyway?
Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. She says I'm the best at hand stuff.
Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dalia Hawthorne is dating you is...
because of the necklace. Or to keep you quiet? Good necklace. She wants the necklace back.
Necklace. Dalia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you.
Her name's not Miles Edgeworth. The only thing she's after is that bottle you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace? Back there in the waiting room. You said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. For Dalia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. You simpy little simp. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you.
Buddy. No, that's a lie. Ah. There is nothing wrong with men crying. Show your emotions, Phoenix. Mia, you all right? The defendant, he's getting away. Bailiff, hurry, after him.
Let him go cry. He just got acquitted of suspicion of murder. Mia, you all right? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? It looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. Oh no.
What is it?
The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone.
What? That's terrible.
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me.
Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blazes are we to do now?
You really don't have to scream. Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry.
I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? I ate it? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just give back the necklace. No fucking way! What a fucking idiot. He's gonna poison himself. Go throw up. Go throw up right now. What are you doing? Why are you such a sippy little fucking nerd? Like, what? You'll get it back in 12 to 14 hours. Why? What a fucking fool. Why? I ate it. And then cut forward 5 years and Mia Faye's like, yo, man, want to get drinks? Remember when you swallowed your ex-girlfriend's necklace?
Remember when you eated the necklace?
Remember when you simped so hard someone almost got away with murdering several people? She's a serial killer, Phoenix, right? And you almost let her get away. What? Because she gave you an H? Jay? You what? You ate it? What a... What a simp. That's fucking gross. I feel like I'm being too gross, speaking of. So remember to like, subscribe, donate if you can, or becoming a member.
Phoenix ends up going
Gonna get demonetized.
into court. Thinking,
Haha, my girlfriend gave me this necklace. Oh, there might be poison in it? Oh.
that man's a lawyer.
Yeah. That man... He's me. Like, I play as him. You're the playable character. Link would never.
The TSA is going to be laughing at you.
No wonder his only friend is Larry Butts. He's been like eating jewelry and shit in school. You ate it? He's lying. It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first. But yeah. You're fucking lying, right? Don't look at him like that, Mia. You're going to ask him out on your last day on Earth. And we don't know if you went out on that date or not, so he could have been the last person that you slept with before you died. F in the chat for me and Faye. What is he doing now? Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. Can we play as a different person? I'm ready to play Apollo Justice if we're into it. We need a fundraise. People need to watch these streams. I'm ready to switch playable characters.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison. No one could be so stupid that they ate it knowing that they didn't kill somebody. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive.
Oh, that's your angle?
As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination.
Well, at least you're going after my level of experience and not my gender. So it would seem. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney could do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. Still think he's hot stuff now? Don't give him any jewelry, he might eat it.
Because he ate the ring. Please, cut to Phoenix and Edgeworth, present day. They're at a fancy restaurant. Edgeworth puts the engagement ring in a glass of champagne, and Phoenix just gulp. Cut back to this. Oh, it's Golden Girls. I'm like, what show is it where it was like, put your finger in the baked potato and it's a scalding hot ring? That's Golden Girls. You're welcome, everybody.
Da-ding. That's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
You eat it, then.
Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but that boy ate your evidence. Be a better lawyer, and this wouldn't happen. It just becomes her fault. But in a court of law, evidence is everything. And without it, your case becomes shit. Cut to Phoenix Wright with, like, the hand over his head animation on a toilet. Sorry. I'm done with poop jokes. He ate a necklace.
Even after I proved so much, is she going to get away with everything?
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the...
Mr. Wright.
Buddy, it's time, as the kids say, to take the L. Ratio.
Mr. Wright. I'm sorry, Miss Fay. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry.
For eating the evidence that would have given you the closure over who killed your boyfriend.
I know you believed in me,
and I feel like I really let you down. No, you didn't let me down. You just scarred me for life.
Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say?
There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallow.
Speaking of. Does that pick up too bad on the microphone? I hate when, like, my swallows is... Oh, shit. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab.
Poison?
Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Really, buddy? Dougie. That's the worst of her crimes? Stop it. Don't talk about her like that.
That's my girlfriend.
Oh, are you wearing an earring? It's jewelry. Is it true? Did you really say that?
That's ridiculous.
There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. I like how the text box completely cuts off his head. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, the defendant is...
Miss Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago, too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dalia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night... Phoenix, pump your stomach. Oh, she never got the necklace back. I'm like, pump your stomach, dude. But, pump your stomach just in case. The night before, naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye, if you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. Yeah, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore, exactly who was Miss Dalia Hawthorne planning to kill? Phoenix, right? To get the necklace back. That's sad. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dalia Hawthorne's way. Yep. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me?
That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. No wonder it's been so slow for Phoenix and Edgeworth to get together. Both of them have a lot of trust issues. Does this retcon or make sense of that really annoying Edgeworth is basically dead if you think about it throughout most of the second game? Is it trust issues like this? You, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. He swallowed a damn necklace. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. This I swear by the stars. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the One Piece. The One Piece's reel of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. Did I say the anime right, chat? That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement, cafeteria, Dalia Hawthorne could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time, but there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. This is literally my life.
Feeny, what a joke you are.
Damn, there she is. That's the woman who has a burn book in her bag.
Honestly, how can any woman, or man, or non-binary ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne, it appears that we're nearing the end of this trial.
Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Like, what the fuck was that? Hey, old man! Are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with a dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge?
Some of us try to dismantle the patriarchy. Others use it as a weapon. I'm checking my biases after this.
With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer.
No, you're just a serial killer, ma'am. Calm down.
Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind.
But we are not finished.
Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up.
Damn.
Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already.
Bitch? Yeah. I can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia! If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. A firm smack on the back of your head. With a rolled up newspaper. You could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price? You'd be forced to take off your... Oh, fuck. Is that going to happen later in the game? That's never happened before. You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. No. Since we can't kill you for being a shitty lawyer, we could at least disbar you.
You better think it...
Wait, hold on a second. How many prosecutors have been, like, fabricating evidence and killing people that we've never talked about disbarment? But now it's, like, the ultimate punishment?
You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray?
Huh? Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible. You can't possibly. Stupid woman. Stupid. Stupid.
It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of... Time travel, bitches. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one? You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to drop. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headline for tomorrow's paper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. Local idiot in pink sweater eats a fucking necklace. oddly enough, did not break extended warranty. Before she gets a chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there. Well then, Miss Fay, please present your evidence. Show to this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison the pills.
Evidence. Cross-examine.
Right? The pills.
Yeah.
Because it was found in the victim's hand.
Yeah.
Oh, one shot. It's only going to take 3 bars of health. You're not going to disbar me. I'm a bad bitch. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? Yeah, dude, take a pill. Anyway, this is poison. If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony? Oh, you can't even see the pill. My face is covering it. I feel like I should try to move that. We'll see. But I lost my I can't think of what to do to help that, really. Is that better? That put me in the corner. I guess it's a little better, right? Are we cool with that, chat? You guys realize you can't see... How many of the evidence photos have we been covering up? I moved it slightly. Yeah. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Let me fix this now. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two. Oh, because they eat lunch together and she poisoned his fucking pills. She was the one who took it. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Brought you back Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. No, you're really grasping. Now you're really grasping at straws. Why don't you eat them? After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? Huh? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dalia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. I couldn't control that. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poisoned cold medicine. We get a scary face. Like, she's been hiding her face for a long time. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yes. She disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow.
That's a tough pill to take up the butt.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you will.
Oh, my throat. Sorry.
Come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Uh-huh. Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation. Score. And I'll be the next boyfriend. Wait.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. Probably the guy who ate the necklace. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Got her.
Mia Fey! Mia Fey!
Oh, fuck. Okay, now she's hot.
Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine for the time being. Victory is yours.
For the time being.
Well, I have a very long memory, you know.
Are the butterflies not coming back? Were they imaginary?
Little handcuffs on the butterfly.
No, they like burst into flames. I thought it was just part of the fun.
Fly high.
I don't think we have enough donations or new members to pay our respects to the butterflies. I can't make that memorial. I wonder if those caterpillars were hungry. Do the caterpillars still scream? I see them in my dreams.
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I.
Oh, let's fucking go. Phoenix Wright's gonna have to do something about this in present day.
You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it.
Okay, let's just get one thing straight, honey. If fucking Miles Edgeworth is here and you're doing this shit, you're fucking dead. He will burn the heart out of you. Someone name that reference. I want to see if I did that well enough. Someone name that reference. Someone in chat better have caught that reference. Anyway.
You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too. Okay? I am the Yes, I am the tribulation.
Huh? Why? Yes.
I'm going to spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. Mostly hand stuff. I wish you all the best.
So she totally murdered 3 butterflies. Is that not a crime in this universe? Now that I've positioned the camera in a different spot, it like really fucks with my positioning abilities, but I'll fix that in the future. Whew. It's finally all over.
I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't showed a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous...
Bro. Come on, man. It's done. It's done. Shh. You're gonna lose the rest of your hair. But even so, your witness seems to have
accepted it. I don't care. I'm Winston Payne, Ace Attorney. Where's my HD trilogy remake collection?
Oh, God.
And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
It is Sherlock, thank you. One person. I can't tell if that means I did a good job or a bad job, or if it's just a bad reference. Yeah. Moriarty says that. Just I'll rip the heart out of you. Like, he almost like swallows it. That man is incredible. Incredible. Beautiful to watch. But yeah, the heart's out of you. Like, he swallows the word. It's so fucking dope. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Would you care to try this cold medicine? Fuck yeah! Holy shit! That's how she became known as the Ice Queen, the cold attorney. I don't know. But just, that's fucking terrifying. Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said...
There, it's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
I'll take the necklace. I'll swallow the necklace.
And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. I'll take one if you take one. Like, it's fucking intense. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Smash. Holy shit, I love her. Oh, and he's gonna lose his hair. God fucking damn it. And that's why Mia Fey is the most powerful attorney in all of Ace Attorney. Mr. Payne, about Miss Dalia Hawthorne.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Fey... Yes, Your Honor? I need you to sign this non-disclosure agreement. And right here, this statement saying that I was definitely sussy of her the whole time. Was it just me, or did you and Miss Dalia Hawthorne seem to know each other? You can tell me I'm an ally. Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. Very well. Mr. Payne?
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter.
Well, sucks, Daddy. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. You will report to tutorial duty from now on. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true. My dear Dolly. Oh my God. Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Fucking let's go. Hey, how did you guys like the confetti cannon? It was my idea. That's right, it started with this one. This court is adjourned. Holy shit, that was like the whole stream. April 11th, 316, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
Mia, you were wonderful in there.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Jesus Christ. TMI. To the script. Mr. Grossberg, do you, maybe think you could stop talking about them? Good for you, Mia. You did it. You're an icon now. You're a legend. You're the icon we all knew. Do you think you can stop talking about them? That's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this.
Yeah, lawyers never do it for the money.
Oh, Mr. Wright. Congratulations. Thanks. You know, I was thinking. Go on. The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand. I don't think that... I don't want to play as you anymore. I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was, I don't know, like fake or a ghost. Maybe she was possessed by a ghost. You're not making any sense. Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. Get a clue. You clueless? You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright. For your own sake. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. Stop eating necklaces. All jewelry, really. But, and of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Dude, your best friend's name is Ass. Ugh, what kind of company does this guy keep? Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. To chase one man, whomst I love. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, being an artist is my backup plan. I am. But there's a friend that friend? He's not ready yet. He just ate a necklace. He's delirious from residual poison. He doesn't know what he's saying. There's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should be able to save him in time. I see. Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off, and I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe we can... Okay. Collab? Work together? It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. Eternally acquitted of all charges. I can do whatever I want now. I became a lawyer like I planned. And managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. More painful ones, though. Like when I ate and then shit out a fucking necklace. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Wait, why are you thinking of this? Mia's gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. I can't believe you ate a necklace, Phoenix. Like, Jesus Christ. She wasn't even that hot. She treated you like shit the whole time. 8 months? You were only dating for 8 months and you ate a necklace. What the fuck's wrong with you? I'd be freaked out if someone gave me a necklace as a present after dating me for 8 months. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. And don't eat any more jewelry. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. Follow your gut. There they went. 5 long years. Something has happened that made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day.
What is okay? I want to know now. Is that like to help him see, or is it just like a cool neo steampunky thing? Because I don't want to make any jokes about it if it's like to help him see. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't make fun of someone with glasses, but I'd make fun of someone with sunglasses. A brand new episode has been added. The stolen turnip. Someone stole my turnabout. That was fucking wild. Holy crap. Oh, man. His mass is explained, but yeah, it's not an aesthetic choice. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. I want to be like, fucking nice Cyclops headwear fuckface. Then it's like, Bill, he is blind. It's a very moving story. You know what I mean? But thank you. That is helpful information to have moving forward. I think since it took 3 hours, I think we're gonna start episode 2 next time, which will be Thursday. This is a good clean break, I think. Plus, maybe become a member. Hang out with me while I watch the PlayStation State of Play on Wednesday for that extra hour, huh? Plus, like, I don't want the streams to go crazy long. Like, lately I've been kind of, when it gets to a convenient place and not stopping before we hit, like, 4 or 5 hours, right? But we will start episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout, on Thursday. Same time, same place. I'm intrigued to see. I'm glad that they kind of ended it on the note of setting everything else up, because that's kind of my biggest complaint outside of what the fuck is Big Top, is like I hated starting to feel like the cases weren't congealing unless like Edgeworth showed up. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. Like the first one, it's all like set up for the final case. And then I like seeing new characters and then also old characters from the previous games. We have a lot of old characters to pull from. I like how this feels like it's kind of setting up the story this time. Because the tutorials really didn't, especially the second one, like really didn't connect. And it was fine, but it's like, give me a reason to play a tutorial for the third time. You know, because I get like, this could be someone's first one. Fair enough. But I appreciate taking that moment to, like, if it's going to be longer and, like, so beefy, I'm glad to walk away from it feeling like, like, what's going to happen to the characters? You know, like I was saying, like, why'd they bring up, you might get your badge taken away from you? And I'm like, is that what's going to happen to me in the next one? You know? I liked how that felt like it was connecting things. You know, this was Mia's second case, not her first one. We learned a little bit more about that, but it seems like something, it literally said it, but like something happens that is going to bring back, if not the case itself, like Dalia or what happened with Mia in the past. So I'm kind of excited, and it was nice to kind of get a little bit more of Mia that's not through the vessel of a minor. I'm still not happy with Pearl Mia. That still makes me the least happy. But this did a really good job at setting up intrigue and story, and it was like a good refresher. And it, minus the fact that there was no investigation portion of the tutorial, it felt like, you know, if it had been longer since my last Phoenix Wright game, it felt like, you know, getting back into the groove. Now this is Phoenix Wright. And I liked the story, and it was interesting. It was interesting having the roles reversed and playing as a different lawyer. Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm trying to keep like kind of like away from like theories and predictions right now, but yeah, I guess that would be the big thing is like, I guess at some point Phoenix Wright, I'd like it to somehow connect to a ghost is my evidence that it's like, are you willing to put your badge on the line like Mia Fey did in the tutorial? And it's like, okay, time to prove ghosts are real. Like that'd be a cool way to end the Phoenix Wright trilogy, as it were. But I'm excited to check out this one. And like I said, consider donating or becoming a member just to support in general. But yeah, if these get good numbers and people are still into me doing Ace Attorney streams, then we'll do the other ones like Apollo Justice or Great Ace Attorney, The Great Attorney, the Great Mouse Detective on Ice. There's another one. More of those collections in the future. So consider donating or becoming a member if you haven't. Tons of free ways to support me too. Make sure you're hitting like, subscribing, ringing the bell, checking the settings, setting them to all, blah, blah, blah. Here and on my main channel, youtube.com/thethirdbill. Leave comments of encouragement, share links, follow me on social media, share the posts, all that good biz. There's tons of free ways to support me. And yeah, I had fun. Hope you guys did too. Big thank you to the channel members for your support. And yeah, we're going to be doing a stream for the PlayStation State of Play on Wednesday. That'll be members only. So consider becoming a member if you want to hang out there. Talking also going to talk some more about like games on my radar for the near future. And like I said, like there's a chance you might see me freak the fuck out if something I've been looking forward to finally gets talked about in the State of Play on Wednesday. But that'll be for the channel members Wednesday afternoon, and we'll be back here Thursday, starting the Stolen Turnabout, episode 2, case number 2 of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trial and Tribulations. Yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, make some noise. Like I said, comments, likes, shares, watching VODs, watching the ones you missed. Oh yeah, and I don't know when it would be. The hope is just to have some stuff for when I do need to take a break, but let me know if you like the idea of Phoenix Wright highlight streams or highlight streams in general. Because I put together a couple just to have things in case like I'm not feeling well or I need to take a break, or if I plan a break and get to like go see my family or something, just so stuff will stay up on the gaming channel while I'm gone. Ironically, while my upload schedule on the main channel is nothing. But that was something I've been kind of working on. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you next time I upload or go live. Channel members, I'll hopefully see you Wednesday, and everybody, I'll see you Thursday playing more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Yeah. W's for the Bicon, Mia Fey in chat, saving and creating, preserving the Bicon that is Phoenix Wright. Bicon saving Bicons. Yeah. I felt like there's something else I wanted to say, but we're good. I'm hyped. I'm excited. I want to kind of keep my theories close to the vest for now because I don't want to like overhype or overexcite myself. But hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're staying warm if it's cold or cold if it's warm. Links in the description as always. Social awareness, mental health, crisis science, Trevor Project resources, things like that. Should you or someone you know need them. Yeah. Hope to see you next time up or go live. Hope everyone's staying safe. Grab a mask if you're heading out. Be mindful of others. And remember to take care of yourselves, please.